Hi, good morning students. In our last class, we have discussed about velocity, resultant velocity, magnitude of the resultant velocity and about its direction. Now, the very important and very easy topic, it is acceleration. Please, acceleration. Students, acceleration means the rate of change in velocity of a body. That's it, very simple. The rate of change in velocity of a body. The rate of change in velocity of a body is called acceleration. Rate of change, don't get confused students. Rate of change means change in velocity with respect to time. That's it. Change in velocity with respect to time. For example, if a body starts moving with initial velocity u after a time t, it is moving with a velocity v. That means, for example, observe here, body starts moving with initial velocity u, start walking. After a time t, the person moving with a velocity v. So here, initially u, after a time t, v. So here, change in its velocity, in given time is called acceleration. Is called acceleration, represents with the symbol a. Change in its velocity in a given time. Change means final velocity minus initial. Keep remembering students, change means always final value minus initial value. What is the final value here? V. What is the initial value here? U. So V minus U is called change in its velocity. Got it? That change in velocity happened in a time t. In a time t. So acceleration A is equal to V minus U by t. A is equal to V minus U by t. That's a simple equation. A is equal to V minus U by t. This is called expression for acceleration. So what it means? Acceleration means change in its velocity of a body in given time, or simply the rate of change in velocity of a body. The rate of change in velocity of a body is called acceleration. That's it. Okay. Students, basically here acceleration is also a vector quantity. Which quantity this is? Vector quantity. Vector. That means it is having both magnitude and also direction. Both magnitude and direction. Got it? And units for this acceleration in SI system, meter per second square, because velocity by time. For velocity, meter per second. By time means by second. So that's why meter per second square, or in CGS system centimeter per second square. Centimeter per second square. Got it, students? Okay. So acceleration means rate of change in velocity of a body. For example, if a body starts moving with an initial velocity u, starts moving. After a time t, its velocity is v, changed to v. So here, acceleration, then the body is going to said to be moving with acceleration. So for calculating its acceleration, a equal to formula change in its velocity by time. Change in its velocity by time. Change in its velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity is called change in its velocity. So final velocity v minus initial velocity u. This change happened in a time t. So v minus u by t. So acceleration a is equal to v minus u by t. Very important equation, students. Please observe carefully. A equal to v minus u by t. Right? So for calculating this one, the units in SI system meter per second square. In CGS system centimeter per second square. That's it. Right? So basically acceleration is also a which quantity? Vector quantity. So acceleration is having both magnitude and also direction. Okay? Okay, students. Now basically this acceleration is two types. One, positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. Another one, negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. That's it. Observe here carefully. Basically, acceleration means, students, change in its velocity with respect to time. Right? Change in its velocity of a body with respect to time. Okay? Now there is two types, positive acceleration and negative acceleration. Positive acceleration means if body's velocity gradually increases, then it is said to be moving with positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. So change in its velocity is presented, but the change must be in increasing order. Got it, students? It must be in increasing order. Okay? For example, a body starts moving with an initial velocity 1 meter per second. 1 meter per second. After a time t1, its velocity 2 meter per second. After a time t2, its velocity 3 meter per second. After a time t3, its velocity 4 meter per second. So observe here, students. Change, for example, in this interval 1 plus 2 in a time, how it is increased. Again after time 2 to 3 increased. Again in another interval 3 to 4. So here the change in its velocity gradually increases. Change in its velocity gradually increases. If that velocity increased gradually, then the body is said to be moving with positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. Simple example for that. Simple example. Freely falling body. Freely falling body. Freely falling body means, for example, a ball is dropped. A ball is dropped. For example, a chalk piece is in my hand. Now initially it is at rest. So initial velocity 0. Right? Now I am dropping this chalk piece. This dropped body moves towards the surface of earth with increasing order of velocity. In this case, velocity is in increasing order. Velocity is in increasing order. Right? So that's why example for positive acceleration body is freely falling body. Which body? Freely falling body. So freely falling body is moving with positive acceleration or negative acceleration? Question. Sure, it is going to move with positive acceleration because a freely falling body always its velocity increasing order. It must be in increasing order. Got it, students? Initially 0. While dropping, initial velocity 0. Before reaching, it is going to have maximum. Got it? So slowly its velocity increases. That's why example for this positive acceleration body is freely falling body. So totally positive acceleration means, students, if body velocity gradually increases, right, whatever it may be the path, increases, then it is said to be moving with positive acceleration. That's it. And another one, negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. Negative acceleration means if body velocity gradually decreases, then the body is said to be moving with negative acceleration. Got it? Its velocity gradually decreases. Example for that: vertically thrown body. For example, see, initially from ground, I thrown a body vertically up with some initial velocity u. Then slowly it is going to rise. But at a particular place, its velocity is going to become 0. Its final velocity is going to become 0. No doubt. Because if any object thrown vertically up with our hand, sure, somewhere its velocity is going to become 0. Then immediately it starts falling down. Why it is falling down without rising up? Because somewhere its velocity became 0. So in this vertically thrown body, slowly its velocity decreases. Understood? So that's why any vertically upward thrown body is the example for which acceleration? Negative acceleration. Got it, students? Okay? If body's velocity gradually increased, then it is positive acceleration. If body's velocity gradually decreased, then it is said to be negative acceleration. Freely falling body, example for positive acceleration. Vertically upward thrown body, example for negative acceleration. Got it? And one more is there, that is called instantaneous acceleration. What's that one? Instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration means the acceleration of the body, that means change in velocity of a body at a particular time interval. That means, for example, in this vertically upward thrown body case, it is initial position, it is final position, right? In this total situation, at a particular point, particular point, at a particular time delta t, I want to know change in velocity delta. At this particular instant, change in velocity in that particular time is called instantaneous velocity. So simple, students, don't get confused. Instantaneous velocity means change in velocity of a body in its journey at a particular instant of time. Got it? So that's why that acceleration, instantaneous acceleration is equal to delta v by delta t. Delta v by delta t. Change its velocity in a particular instant of time. That is called instantaneous acceleration. So totally three: positive acceleration, negative acceleration, instantaneous acceleration. If body's velocity gradually increased, then it is said to be moving with positive acceleration. Right? Example for that, freely falling body. If body's velocity gradually decreased, then it is said to be moving with negative acceleration. Example for that, vertically upward thrown body. Got it? Instantaneous acceleration means in the total journey, change in velocity at a particular instant of time. Change in its velocity in a particular instant of time. We are not taking total time of the journey. Particular time instant. At particular time instant, we are taking the change. So that change in its velocity of the body at a particular instant of time is called instantaneous velocity. Now students, two more definitions in this concept. One, uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Another one, non-uniform acceleration. Uniform and non-uniform. Uniform and non-uniform. Uniform acceleration means if equal changes in its velocity in equal intervals of time. If equal changes in velocity happened in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. Body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. Understood? Equal changes in velocity in equal intervals of time. For example, see, a body starts moving with a velocity 2 meters per second. With an initial velocity 2 meters per second. After 1 second, its velocity 4 meters per second. After 2 seconds, 6 meters per second. After 6 seconds, 8 meters per second. So total time taken by it is 6 seconds. 2 seconds, 4 seconds, total time 6 seconds. Total time, total. So observe here. Initially 2, finally 8. But here 3 intervals are there. First interval, second interval, third interval. For first interval, what is the time? 2 seconds. For second interval, what is the time? 2 seconds. For third interval, what is the time? 2 seconds. So observe here, in first interval, within 2 seconds, it changed 2 to 4. 2 to 4. So in first interval, what is the change in velocity? 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2, 2. Right? Change in velocity 2 in 2 seconds. Observe here second interval from where to where? 4 to 6. In second interval, what is the change? 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4, 2. So 2 meters per second in how much time? 2 seconds. Take third interval. 6 to 8. 6 to 8. So 8 minus 6, 2. The 2 meters per second happened in how much time? 2 seconds. So change in velocity in equal intervals of time. Equal change. Here in first interval, what is the change? 2 meter per second. Second interval, what is the change? 2 meter per second. In third interval, what is the change? 2 meter per second. Because 2 to 4, 2 change. 4 to 6, 2 change. 6 to 8, 2 change. So, equal changes in velocity in equal intervals. First interval 2 seconds, second interval 2 seconds, third interval 2 seconds. So, equal changes happen in equal intervals of time. Then, the body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. What it is? Uniform acceleration. Simple example for the uniform acceleration is a freely falling body. Freely falling body is also example for uniform accelerating body. For positive accelerating body, freely falling body is the example. For uniform accelerating body, freely falling body is the example. That's it. Uniform. So uniform acceleration means change in its velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. Increasing order only, right? But the change equal in equal intervals of time. Got it? In the same way, non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration means unequal changes in velocity in unequal intervals of time. Simple. Unequal change in velocity in unequal intervals of time. That's it. Unequal changes in unequal intervals. The change must be in one interval 2 meter per second. In another interval 6 meter per second. In another interval 8 meter per second. And time also, first change in 2 seconds, second change 3 or some. In third interval 8 or something. So unequal changes in velocity in unequal intervals of time. Example for that, a suspended pendulum. So the suspended pendulum, for example, we pull it aside and release it. Pull it aside like this and release it. Then simply it is going to oscillate like this. In this oscillation, everywhere direction change.